This could be one of the strongest wind events that we have had in years. You need to just be aware that these winds, very strong, very damaging, fire concerns will be up.
I want to begin with breaking news at this hour. A brush fire is burning in Pacific Palisades.
You know, we've got a huge fire up there. We've got huge winds right now. And it's really important for people to help each other.
At least, yeah.
Okay, and then as we're looking around here, and this fire is, coming southbound on PCH here.
Eaton fire, turning our attention to the Altadena area, as we've been reporting, has continued to grow in size. It started reported at 10 acres. It has exploded over 200, and now we're hearing 400 acres and growing. The evacuations are underway.
Just look at this right here. You can see just how ferocious this wind is.
Altadena, dramatic video showing elderly patients being evacuated from a senior center.
Life.
There are 9,500 structures that have been destroyed and burned, and 17 people are dead.
Liberty. And the pursuit of happiness.
So having a family is the most important thing.
The Eaton fire that struck the greater Altadena community on January 7th, 2025 went on for days. Homes still burning, the air still ashy, the sun barely visible, and hearts broken as residents discovered their homes were in ruins as a result of the unfortunate circumstances which fueled the fatal flames.
You know, every year we prepare for these Santa Ana winds. It's just that what is happening now is happening sooner. Now, in addition to this, when these winds are high, the aviation resources cannot fly. So it limits a lot of the potential area support.
The unfortunate thing that happened during that time was it was also the time of the Palisades fires, but because we're under, technically, I guess, like LA County as a whole, a lot of those people that were at the fire stations in Altadena were sent to the Palisades. So because of that, we weren't able to get a response in time.
The Eaton fire has been attributed to the region's electricity company, Southern California Edison, and their negligence to adjust to the hazardous wind condition warnings. One of the company's idle power lines in the Eaton Canyon was discovered to be the first ignition to the flames that were soon to be picked up by winds of over 80 miles per hour. The company currently faces a lawsuit with the Department of Justice for their alleged failure to observe recommendations to cut power of high-voltage transmission lines, and they face a payout of $40 million in damages for their accountability in an ongoing investigation. The recovery from the Eaton fire has been a slow, gradual process amid various political tensions surrounding climate change and aid responsibility as Altadena looks to rebuild.
I don't think we should give California anything until they let water flow down into there.
It's from the north to the south.
This is a political thing. I don't know what.
We had enough water in both the Palisades fire and we had enough water in the Altadena fire.
These fires only reach the size and the scale that they have because of unseasonably dry vegetation and extremely high winds, both of which are a direct result of climate change.
What's happened is a tragedy, and the governor has not done a good job.
Gavin Newsom, the governor of California, has promised. Here we have now the situation in Southern California where this brush is catching on fire.
These wildfires don't have any political affiliation. They don't have any political party.
The biggest homes, some of the most valuable homes in the world are just destroyed. You talk about a tax base. If those people leave, you're going to lose half your tax base of California.
Altadena is historically more black, and the Palisades, like the values of the houses go up to, I think, like, I was seeing like 4 million, whereas Altadena's highest pricing house was going up to maybe 2 million, and that wasn't even a big majority, it was only a couple.
When Black Americans fled racial segregation in the Jim Crow South and came to Los Angeles, many made Altadena their home because there was no redlining there preventing them from owning homes. It's remained a hub of Black culture and civic life in Los Angeles.
Despite the headlines of the mansions destroyed in the Palisades, there still stands a need to shed a light on the burden the historically black population of Altadena carries, as according to UCLA, while 37% of non-black owned homes were burnt down in the Eaton fires, 48% of black-owned homes in Altadena were destroyed, a statistic reflecting an evidently disproportionate inequality for the damages black residents faced. As the community slowly tries to heal a year later with over $160 million in FEMA relief distributed and over 1,200 building permits issued, it's still a long road to recovery as many victims still struggle to afford a rebuild and many wait permits. The complications of the Eaton fire tested the American ideal of a strong government in the face of a massive crisis. Even then, the Altadena community is determined to stay strong in pursuit of happiness and a better future.
Everybody in Altadena's family. And then as soon as we get the okay, we're boots on the ground. We're going to rebuild everything that we lost.